Hey guys, welcome to Three Hoodoo Sisters. This reading is going to be on the one and only Ivanka Trump. Yes guys, Ivanka Trump, yes. And I just got a new tarot deck. It's called the Spellcasters Tarot. Amazing. Like, I'm connecting with it so well. Like, energetically, it's me. It's me, guys, and it's called, I always forget to put it up, it's called the Spellcasters Tarot. Amazing. Like, I'm just really feeling it. So we're about to talk about Ivanka Trump and peep in or see what's going on, you know, spiritually with her. And yes, that's what we're going to see. Spirit is saying that roles have switched. It's funny because Ivanka is seeing her father as a child and her being the adult. She's seeing her father as being strong, but she's also finally able to see a lot of his weaknesses and where he's not necessarily in his strongest suit. So she's really there to try to help her dad. You know, it's funny because she's doing it because she's trying to be supportive. She's trying to be there for her dad. She didn't necessarily want to go into the White House. I mean, it was a thought, but she's really there to kind of, it's weird, filter things out for her dad, to kind of turn a house into a home. Also, her mother, I don't remember her mother's name, Donald Trump's first wife, I think. She was a very strong woman. So Ivanka's coming from a line of very strong women. She's not no, like, her mother is no punk, and she's not a punk, you know, either. Even though I'm not on that side of politics, I'm not a Republican, I really see Ivanka as a mix of her mother and her father. She has the business savvy, which got my own opinion about that, but she has the business savvy, but then she has the strength of her mother. Her strength doesn't come from her father, guys. It comes from her mother. So for those who think it's a male trait, it can actually be a female trait. Strength has no sexuality. So it's just amazing to me that she really kind of sacrificed herself to make sure that her dad is okay. So it's a very selfless act. Now her husband, I don't know. I don't know about that. Her husband is in a very weird gray area. I don't know her husband's name, but I just feel his energy and I don't really care for it. I think he's one of the people who talked her into going into the White House for his own personal gain or his own. I don't like her husband's energy. I don't think, it's funny, I think she's gonna stay with her husband until her kids are older, and then I think she will step away from that marriage because it will not fulfill her. But her husband is in a gray area. But why don't we see Ivanka Trump, Ivanka Trump, Ivanka Trump, Ivanka Trump? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Well, we got cards already falling, yo. So let's see what Spirit is saying. Can y'all see the cards? Okay, good. Ooh, y'all, I had a long week. Let me see. What did I tell y'all? Well, what did I say? What did I say before I even turned the deck? I said she's in defense mode. Like, she's trying to protect her father. She's trying to protect what she has. She's literally, like, she doesn't even really know who to trust right now. Even people from her past. It's funny because I think Ivanka had a lot of people. I think she was very social with people of all party lines. And I'm almost feeling like people from her past, I think she feels like they kind of like betrayed her. So she's protecting. All she's thinking about right now is protecting what she has, and she's not liking what the actual future is looking like right now. Excuse me. She's not liking it. So right now I see her Like, she's got her fighting gear on, and she's like, no, and she's really, right now, I would say currently in her life, she's trying to filter out who's on her team and who's not. Even the people from within her father's team, she has doubts about them and doubts about their true intentions. And so what we're gonna come out of here is the Three of Cups. So it's kind of telling me that they're kind of trying to plan some type of celebration. I just keep seeing this as its actual meaning. Some type of celebration is actually coming up. Something that she's highly involved in. I think she may even go up and speak or publicly speak. But her and her husband, like, it's weird. It just feels like something she's planning. It just feels like trying to plan. Let me see. Y'all, even though she's paranoid as fuck, the funny thing about her cards is that a part of her is really enjoying this. So a part of her is getting all of the attention. It's kind of like, you know, I've worked years to make it to this point. So it almost feels like it's good and bad. So if you're seeing the night and day, it's like she ain't dumb too, because she may be paranoid and panicky, but she's kind of seeing how she's planning on shining. She's actually trying to figure out how she's going to shine through this administration. A lot of feminine energy, a lot of movement. So she plans on trying to stay as busy as she can. So also it's telling me about her beefing up her security. This is also telling me about security. Like, she's not playing. But y'all, she plans on shining. Like, she's not about to, even though she's in fear. And it's funny because it's also speaking in terms of protecting her money and protecting her reputation, which comes down to here. So it's weird. It's like, I'm gonna protect everything, but at the same time shine bright like a diamond. Yeah, it's like that. This is a tough phase in her life because she's most definitely taking on something that is greater than herself, and it's the first time in her life where she's not being, it's almost like somebody who's surprised by the I'm sorry, I was just reading a crazy ass text message. It's kind of like somebody who's surprised by the amount of hate and is trying to figure out how to maneuver through all of these things. So she's riding a lion. She's trying to figure out, again, it's coming up again, a naked woman, power. She's trying to figure out how to make herself vulnerable to the public, but still strong. So she's trying to figure out how to touch y'all's heart, but still remain loyal to her father. So it's pretty, this reading is interesting, y'all. I don't even know where I got this card from. I can't remember. I think it was over here. So finding strength and balance in a very difficult thing. What is this a party for? Oh, y'all, this is funny. There's a situation that's going to deal with her baby brother, and I see her trying to get involved in it, but for some reason it's not going to go well. It's not going to go, and here's her baby brother right there. It's not going to go well at all. I see her trying to take control of the actual situation, but y'all, it backfires, so that's not cute. Let's just see. Y'all, she's not happy in her marriage. She thought she was signing up for something else, and she realizes that she saw, like, this is not what she necessarily signed up for. Like, she feels like her husband is Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You know, he's not who he presents himself to be. And I've seen her husband. He has a child, like, he looks kind of younger than his age. And she's like, no, this is a marriage that does not make her happy. Like, I'm surprised. I actually thought their marriage would be, I don't know, happier, but she's just not. It's very rigid. It's very structured. It's very trained. Oh yeah, she's gonna figure out, she's trying to figure out her way to get to the actual public, and she's gonna take on a lot of different issues. But it's weird. It's like she's trying to figure out how to get more involved with the actual public, but not to lose what she's worked so hard for. So she's trying to figure it out right now. How can I be like America's sweetheart, America's Jackie O, without stepping on too many toes? And so it's weird because I think she's speaking to like people who deal with like public image, and how she can kind of get out there and be kind of like the voice of reason for her father, because she realizes that Ivanka Trump, that Melania, excuse me, is not going to do it. So she's like, okay. Y'all, she is very protective about her brother. Very protective about her family. Something is gonna happen in the like media. I feel like it's around June or July where something is gonna be said about her brother. She's gonna respond, and it's gonna be some type of battle. But it's weird because it's something, it's crazy, but I see her, this is not her, this is somebody who comes swinging at her, and things are just misinterpreted. It's around June, July, like I almost want to say like something is going to happen around June 28th to like July 8th or 9th, something of that sort. Y'all, she is not happy in her marriage. Like, you don't, how, I can't make this shit up. She feels like her husband does a lot of things behind her back, does a lot of dealings and things that she's not even fully aware of until she finds out later. She found out something about her husband taking out money or taking out something that they should have like discussed together, something that she's scared will come to the public eye, something he supports or something that he sponsored, and she's like, oh hell no. She does, y'all, her marriage does not bring her happiness. She's not happy in her marriage. Nope. And the funny part is, I think they're going to counseling. I think they're actually trying to work on it. But it's not good, guys, because it's showing the marriage has a lot of issues. Like, a lot. Yeah, y'all. She's trying to fit. Oh, this is speaking in terms of is how she's going to deal with the like media, how she's going to present herself, and the media being very, it's like they're waiting for her to do something stupid. It's like they're waiting. It's like they're patiently waiting for her to do something stupid. Yeah. Something is going to happen around June, late June, early July, where it's going to cause, it's a lot of stuff going on. But one thing, this girl is going to fight for her family name, and whatever she feels belongs to her family. She ain't no punk. So she's, one thing I will say about Donald Trump, he has a lot of strong women around him. Even though I don't care for Donald Trump, he has a lot of very determined women around him. I can't take that from him. Wow, guys, they're talking about another pregnancy. Not money, not actual money, but another pregnancy during her term in the like White House. So maybe a baby will make things better. But what Spirit is saying is that Ivanka's a smart woman too. She's like, she doesn't have the same energy as Omarosa. It's not the same type of aggression. Hers is more passive, but she's like, I'm gonna stay in this marriage as long as I can so I can collect. So when it's time to pay her dues, she's gonna get exactly what she wants. There's still one more child floating around. Wealth. She's just gonna be good, y'all. It doesn't really say a lot. That's all I'm seeing for her. But she's it's, the cards were also telling me something about her clothing line, something about her trying to figure out, I think a lot of her stuff is about to start going online, which going online. I just see her going online. It's hard, Ivanka. It's gonna be hard because every time you say something or try to act a certain way, I just see them counteracting you. Like, it's gonna be tough because I see her trying to be like a sweetheart, but it just keeps backfiring. Like, people aren't falling for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So why don't we go to this deck and find out what is going on for Ivanka Trump. So right now, basically, Ivanka Trump is trying to figure out how to be y'all's sweetheart. Okay, that's basically it. She's trying to figure out how to hit you with that soft spot. She's trying to be the voice of reason. She's trying to be, what is that person? The like negotiator, you know, the middleman for her dad. Kind of like the goodwill and ambassador, which I think was always her plan, but she's trying to figure out how to do it. Okay, Ivanka Trump, Ivanka Trump, Ivanka Trump, Ivanka Trump, Ivanka Trump, Ivanka Trump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These cards are big too, guys. You got the wrong witch. Don't you notice a lot of people in the Trump administration get the card of death? Nobody's noticed that, huh? Okay, it's something I'm seeing here intuitively. I'm seeing a lot of discs, a lot of circles, a lot of circles, a lot of circles, 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 circles. Let me see, Ace of Disc. Yeah. It's weird because she's really trying to hold on to what they have. Trying to hold on to what they have left. She is like terrified, horrified of losing what little like respect her family has. Like, I didn't know that, but she's really trying to keep she feels like at the end of the day, if we lose all of our money, all we have is our name. And if we don't at least attempt to try to do the American people right, our name is going to be ruined. And so they're like, she's thinking about her kids' future and what's going to happen. And also she's thinking about the actual like restrictions in her own life. You know, she's seeing her life being more restricted, even though she's trying to find a way to actually shine. And she's also seeing it as the end of an era when her dad's name was gold. She's seeing a lot of things coming to an end. And it's related to this card because she's really trying to hold on to what is left. She's trying to hold on so that the Trump name for her great-great-grandkids will not be ruined. So she cares about that. It's kind of like how you're raised in a certain pedigree. I call it the blue-eyed pedigree, where you're raised around really wealthy individuals like Rockefeller, and you're trying to save your name. Interference. Oops, I mixed this up. Interference. Right under the Ace of Discs. Interference with goals, money, and bloodline, guys. That's all I'm seeing. Interferences. People trying to stop her. She's tired of y'all hating assholes. You see how this is connected to this? It's speaking in terms of, guys, a lot of I don't know what this actually means in the actual tarot deck, I ain't gonna lie, but I do know one thing. I'm seeing it as generational stuff. For some reason, she's really big on name stuff. Y'all, a lot of things. Y'all, Ivanka has been wanting to come out and speak while her father's in the like White House, take a huge role. But there's a lot of politics, guys. There's a lot of things going on in the like background, a lot of sabotaging, you know, like she's trying to figure, it's like every time she's trying to plan a move, something happens that stops her. So she's like, what the hell is going on? If anybody knows what this means, tell me, y'all. But intuitively, it just keeps speaking of, to me, generational. Yep. Her and shit. You can't tell me anything that the other deck didn't tell me. Huh? Ruin. The card of who? The Priestess. Higher power, higher intuition. Y'all, yeah. She's in the, there's a lot going on. More than we even know. It's kind of like the government. There's people trying to really sabotage them. Like, seriously sabotage the Trump administration. Even, it's serious, y'all. But like,